I'm Nancy. If you had noticed, the FSW draw has been restarted and the current cutoff is 478, which is too high. So if you had seen my earlier videos, I had also shared some CRS trend this year and the previous years. So it is always above 470. So please concentrate on boosting your CRS scores if you are planning to migrate to Canada. So I have already shared few tips on IELTS reading and listening. So today I thought of sharing IELTS writing tips. Let's see how to improve our writing skills. In IELTS writing, you will have to get a band score 7, and this is actually tough because you will have to practice a lot to get this score in IELTS writing. And you will have two sections. The first section will be for 20 minutes and the second section will be for 40 minutes. And for the first task, you will have to write more than 150 words, and for the second task, you will have to write more than 250 words. This word count is really important, otherwise you will actually score low. So please do remember the word count. And also, there are certain factors which they use to assess our writing skills. So it's like the grammar, the vocabulary, the type of words you use, and then the content, how you project, and how you support the statement, how you oppose the statement, are you giving a clear overview. So all these kinds of factors play an important role. So let's see how to approach this task 1 and task 2 in this video. Let's see the task 1 first. In IELTS writing task 1, it will always be a letter writing, and that's only for the general training IELTS, and for the academics it will be a different kind of questions like chart. But since I'm talking more about immigration, I'm going to cover only the tips for the IELTS general training. So in general training, your first task will always be a letter writing. So let's see what are the important things to be noted while writing this letter. Read the instructions carefully. This tip I had already given even in the reading and listening, and it is also important for the writing task because the instruction contain all the details that you have to include in your letter. For example, the one you are seeing in the screen is the question that I got during my IELTS writing. So they had asked to write a letter to your friend to recommend a book that you have read, and you should include the following. Describe the book, how it can help him or her, where he can get it from. So they have mentioned 3 important points, and you will need to include the answers for all these 3 points. Then only you'll get a band 7. If you miss even 1 point, then you will get a low score. So please do read the instructions carefully and answer accordingly. Address is not required. When we write a letter, we just start with from to and give our address and the to address, but that is really not required in IELTS task 1. So please directly concentrate on the content. Type of letter is really important. Please do keep in mind that letters can be informal, semi-formal or a formal letter. So based on that, we decide what kind of language to use in that specific letter. So it can be to a friend or to some management or some other job offer, something like that. So it can be a formal letter. So the type of language we use for that particular letter type is really important. Letter opening. A letter opening should always convey the reason why you are writing this letter. For example, in this case, I would have to recommend some book to my friend. So, and it's a friend, so it's an informal letter. So I can start like, dear friend, hope you're doing fine. I'm writing this letter to let you know about the book which I have read recently. So I convey the real reason behind this letter in my first opening line. So that is really important to score high. Signing of a letter. So signing of a letter also depends on the type of this letter, whether it's a formal letter or an informal letter. So for a formal letter, you'll start like, dear sir, madam. if you don't know the name, mention it as sir, madam. If you know the name, please mention the name directly, like dear John. And when you are signing off the letter, you'll be specifying yours sincerely, yours faithfully, something with respect. And if it is going to be an informal letter, you can directly address your friend like hi, or even dear, whatever you would like to address that friend. And while signing off that letter, you'll be saying see you, bye, take care, all the best, something like that. It can be an informal way. So this signing off also plays an important role. So it depends on the type of the letter. Grammar and vocabulary plays an important role. So it also depends on the type of the letter. For example, if you are writing, I am writing this, say I apostrophe am, and you are writing this in a formal letter, then you would lose score. Because for a formal letter, you should write I am writing. So this all counts. Even the vocabulary, the words you use. For example, you can informally say I want to invite you to, but as a formally for a formal invite, you should write like I would like to invite you to, something like this. And use words like unfortunately I will not be able to attend. Just don't bluntly say I will not be able to attend. Say unfortunately I will not be able to attend. So the words, the vocabulary also plays an important role. Content and planning is really important. So in the planning, you would like spend a couple of minutes in the start to figure out what are the points you are going to write in this letter. So you should see what are the instructions given, and accordingly you would be writing the points for that. And then the last 2 minutes you will keep it for the correction, like the grammar, spelling, all those mistakes you will be correcting in the last 2 minutes. So leave out the first 2 and last 2 minutes and concentrate on that 16 minutes to plan your things. So that's where you will spend the writing. And for the content, see how you are going to start. So I had already mentioned that start with the reason for that letter, and then cover those 3 points. Don't give it as a single para. Just you can split it up like two or three paragraphs, maybe two at the most, and give a conclusion. So this way, if you plan this letter, and last 2 minutes just spend in correcting the spelling and grammar, and please do remember, write in pencil, then only you will be able to correct all these things. I have given the answer for the question that I shown in the end. So that was the question asked to me during my IELTS, and I remember to some extent what I wrote, and I have given the same here. Hope that helps you. Try to relate whatever you know in your day-to-day life. For example, I'm a Java developer, so in that letter I was trying to recommend a Java book to my friend, so that was easy for me to explain about that book, why I felt so interesting, and so it was easy to frame those points in that letter. So you can also try to relate the same. It need not be 100% correct that you should have read some books for that. So that's not at all required. So you can practice. So many examples are there in the internet. Practice how much ever you can, because at times you will get the same question, ditto question in your IELTS. This question I had practiced, and the same question came to me in my IELTS. So you can also practice whatever questions, how much ever you can. It will be very helpful for you. And regarding the task 2, I will share the tips in my next video. Please like and share, and do subscribe to my channel.